They were trying to survive it, but he was trying to understand it. Locke held his ground as each step cracked the earth beneath him, while Glitch snapped in and out of space just to stay ahead of the creature. But something wasn't right. The mutant wasn't attacking randomly anymore. It was adjusting, learning. He stood still and watched. As everything unfolded around him, something inside him shifted. The world didn't slow down, but his perception did. Movements became clearer, sharper. He noticed the way the creature shifted its weight before attacking, the way its body tightened just before it moved. There was a pattern, a rhythm to its chaos that felt almost predictable. He saw it all, every twitch and every breath, as if time itself was bending to his will. "Wait," he said quietly, his voice barely a whisper against the sounds of the fight. Locke stepped forward, his fists clenched, ready to strike a decisive blow, but the creature lunged instantly, its movements a blur of speed and aggression. "Move," he called out, his voice sharp with urgency. Locke adjusted at the very last second, a powerful sidestep that saved him as the attack barely missed, carving a deep gash in the ground where he had just stood. Glitch snapped behind the creature, attempting to flank it, but it turned too quickly, its head whipping around with unnatural speed. It had already anticipated him. It knew he would be there. His own breathing tightened, and his heart hammered in his chest as the world around him sharpened even more, becoming almost painfully clear. Too much information was flooding in at once. Every potential movement, every possible outcome, every single variable all stacking on top of each other in his mind, creating a deafening mental noise. The creature's muscles tensing, Locke's shifting stance, Glitch's teleportation signature flickering at the edge of his vision. It was a storm of data, a tidal wave of patterns that threatened to overwhelm him completely. "It's not just reacting," he said, forcing himself to take a slow step forward, his eyes locked on the monster. "It's anticipating." As if hearing his words, the creature lunged again, this time straight for Glitch. Left. The command was instant, instinctual. Glitch snapped sideways just in time, the creature's claws swiping through empty air. Seizing the opening, Locke slammed his fists into the ground, and the earth surged upward beneath the creature, throwing it off balance. For a brief, fleeting moment, they had control. They had the upper hand. Then it hit him. The overload. It was like a switch being flipped off in his brain. The world crashed down on him. Sound collapsed inward, replaced by a high-pitched ringing. His vision blurred, the crisp details dissolving into a smear of color and motion. The patterns, the clear lines of cause and effect, they all disappeared, leaving him in a fog of confusion. His body faltered, a sudden wave of nausea washing over him. "I can't." The world snapped back to its brutal, normal speed, and the advantage was gone. The creature saw it immediately, its intelligent eyes locking on to his moment of weakness. And this time, it didn't hesitate.